Welcome to the InforMaven AI Update, a podcast for higher education administrators to discuss the practical use of AI and intelligent agents. I'm JD Mosley-Matchett, the founder and CEO of InforMaven, and this month our guest is Dr. Jarek Janio, a faculty coordinator at Santa Ana College School of Continuing Education and the founder of the SLO Symposium and Friday SLO Talks. How might AI be used as an equalizing tool for students? Okay, so let's take a look at the positive spin. How might AI level the playing field for students who struggle with language or confidence or access?
That's right. That's a very, very important question, because as much as we would like to dismiss or regulate or police, for lack of a better expression, artificial intelligence in the classroom, we have to realize that there is segments of the public that we serve who clearly benefit from access to artificial intelligence. Who knows, maybe I just missed a specific class that was devoted to the topic in the previous class or the week before, or whatever the case is. I'm kind of like stuck. So I send a text to my buddy, or I try to get a hold of the professor. There is a delay. Finally, there is the exam happens, and I'm still kind of like not clear on the concepts that I just read about. Those days are gone. Those days are over. Student agency, as we discussed earlier, is what's going to take over our operations. Ultimately, students are understanding better and faster that it's up to them. The teacher is not really the sage on the stage any longer, and AI shines a very, very bright light at it, and we know that it's just what's happening in our classrooms. It's our reality now. So it's not the matter of what we think is going to happen in the future. The future, as trite as it sounds, it's already here, and that's for us to deal with. So when it comes to, again, documenting of student learning and making sure that students have access to artificial intelligence tools more rather than less, is of utmost importance. Let's just think of students who come to our classrooms with all kinds of disabilities, with all kinds of backgrounds, with English as a language, as a second language speakers. Those students all of a sudden are given this bright, shiny tool with which they can abolish a lot of barriers to access. And I agree that this is really a question about celebration, about the positive aspect of artificial intelligence. There are people who try to scare us because of the, artificial intelligence is hallucinating. That's the good thing here, is that that's how you develop your critical thinking skills. That's how you can discern. You learn how to figure out the middle road and what works for you. With ChatGPT, we still lack that in terms of communication. We normally don't ask ChatGPT questions. If someone were to shoot a hole in my argument, what would they say? If they were to question my understanding of the topic, what arguments could they use against me? And see, that's something that opens up yet a completely different frame, different floodgates for our collective understanding of what it means to interact with ChatGPT, and what are the benefits that we can get. Another type of scare is the part with environmental scare, right? That every time you ask ChatGPT a question, it's like pouring a bottle of water down the drain. It's just that, see, there's just so many other things that are so much more damaging to our environment that we should be addressing. AI, when you think about it, is probably the most powerful single technology that's available to us, that if we were to use it for the betterment of our societies, or for the betterment of humanity, it would be a very, very powerful tool. But instead, we are looking at it as something that, again, is damaging our environment in some aspects. Again, as much as it's true, there is the beef consumption, or altogether our consumption as we look at it, our industries as we have them, The wars that happen, things that are kind of like polluting our atmosphere, our waters, our land 24/7, and we don't quite approach them from the environmental perspective. So why all of a sudden AI gets so much heat? I don't know, but apparently it has some traction. It's just that the way I look at it is really uncalled for and unnecessary, considering what else is happening on our planet.
Please visit InforMaven AI to hear the entire interview.